Hey guys, welcome back to Everyday Photoshop. Today we're going to look at underexposed dark images. We've all taken photos like this. We thought they were fine, only to open them up and see they're extremely flat, very dark, and not what we were expecting. First thing we're going to do is take care of the exposure, which is this image is a little underexposed. So to do that, we'll go to the adjustment layers, which, as you remember, we open down here with the little black and white circle. And there is one called exposure. We'll click on that. And with that, then you will get the properties palette. If you don't see the palette, you go to window, down to properties, and that will open it for you. So to fix the exposure, we will just move the slider over, increasing the brightness to about there, wherever you like it. You can always change this later if you want to tweak it. Next, we're going to go back to the adjustment layer button and add some brightness. Slide this over a little bit. Just these are overall edits. So both of these have layer masks on them that we did not create a mask. So these apply to the entire photo. What we're going to do next is brighten the sky up a little bit more, but not anything down here. So to do that, we're going to add another brightness and contrast adjustment layer. But this time, we're going to create a mask or a cutout around the trees and only take the sky. Luckily for us, Photoshop makes this very easy. If you go up to the select in the menu bar, go down to sky, Photoshop will select the sky for you, which is incredibly helpful. So then if you go over to the layer mask, make sure you're clicked on the mask and then go up here to edit, fill, and you want to fill this with black because it's already white, which means it's affecting the entire area. We want to fill part of this with black so that it doesn't show in that area. Hit OK. And then you can deselect this. I'm going to select, deselect. And if you turn this off and on, oh, we didn't make a slide adjustment here. So we'll slide this. As you can see, it's affecting the bottom part, but we wanted to affect the sky. So to do that, we just need to invert the mask, as in switch the two parts that are being affected. So if you click on the mask, there is a button in the properties panel that will invert it for you. Just click invert and boom. It is now affecting the sky and hiding the adjustments to this area. So if you turn it off and on, you can see only the sky is affected. However, we do need to brighten up the lower part of the image as well. We need to open up some of those shadows. And to do that, we're going to go back to the adjustment layers palette, or button, sorry. We'll open up the levels adjustment layer. And here is where you adjust the dark areas of the image and the light areas of the image on dark ones on this side, light ones on this side, and this you can adjust the midtones. So when there's a flat spot, you see this histogram here, when there's a flat spot like this, generally you want to move the slider over to where it starts to go up. And you can see by moving it back and forth, you can see how that affects that area. Then we're still trying to brighten up those shadows at the bottom there. So we'll move the midtones over to brighten it up. Just move it to where you like it. And then what we're going to do is, because we don't really want to affect the sky because we already did that, we're going to drag this mask here. This is a great thing about masks. You can click this mask once, hold your Option key if you're on a Mac, you can drag it over the mask on the layers or levels layer, and it will copy that mask. Now we want to invert this because we want to affect the bottom part of the image, not the top part. So again, click on the mask, go down here and invert it. And there you go. You can turn it off and on to see how it affects the bottom. And then another useful tip is to take all of your adjustment layers, select them all, and then drag them to the little folder to group them. Then you can double click on the name and just name them. You can name it whatever you want. We'll just name it adjustments. But that way you can turn them all on and off at the same time to see the change that you've made. And if you want to scale back all of them at once, you could just use the opacity slider to get exactly where you want. But you can see how quickly you can take a very dark, flat image and turn it into something that is more of what you saw when you took the picture. It just didn't come out the way you wanted it to. There are a million ways to brighten up an image in Photoshop. This is just one way to do it. Each photo will be a little different, but now you're a little more familiar with adjustment layers and layer masks. So next time, hopefully it'll be a little easier. And as always, if you have any questions, please drop a comment and I'll help you out if I can. If you found this helpful, please like the video and hit the subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. And I'll see you next time.